everyone has the right to be heard, and everyone's rights need to be protected. A lease on a property may protect that property owner, but it does not protect the neighbors, and that is one of the big concerns that we have. I think when you're doing your comprehensive plan and rewriting your laws, one of the things you've got to take a really close look at is seismic testing. There are no regulations when it comes to seismic testing right now. We discovered that in Middlefield, when a seismic crew came in, did not notify the town they were doing seismic testing, did not notify the neighbors. They saw a lot of strange trucks around. They were trespassing on people's property because they were from out of state, didn't know where they were, and ready to set off dynamite charges for the seismic. Many of these fields that they were using were places that kids played. So I would take a very close look in your town at crafting regulations regarding seismic testing so that, number one, you know if it's going to be happening. You can warn your citizens, because before seismic testing, everyone in that area should be testing their water, because it can affect your water well. They should be checking for radon. They should be checking their foundation for any damage that they already have. So if the seismic causes more damage, they have recourse against a seismic company, but they need to know the seismic is happening before they do that. So it's not just the drilling, but the pre-drilling as well that you've got to be aware of. One of the things that we do not have help for are folks that can't afford water testing. I will submit to you from the Otsego County Soil and Water Conservation District their recommendations on water testing. Right now, for a water sample that has to be done by a state-certified company with a chain of command for the tests that they recommend, you're looking at $600 to $700 for one test. They do recommend baseline testing in the spring and in the fall for a good baseline, and they have recommendations for further testing should, drilling and fracking occur. One of the questions you brought up on the county level was, what about folks that can't afford that testing? Who will help them? And there is no mechanism right now to do that. The gas industry will test some water, but remember that those results then belong to the gas company, not to you. So you've got to really take a look at water testing to see how that will impact your residents as well. I will just sum up a little bit. I think that a moratorium in your case is very prudent and cautious. You're not saying no to drilling. You are saying that we need to look at all the impacts for all of the citizens. There's no hurry with this. Gas is at its lowest prices. They're looking at exporting it. As I said, we're seeing decreasing royalties in Pennsylvania. Professor Gelder, who was a very pro-gas professor, has said at one point regarding this industry, because it is so new, with the first wells being drilled approximately 2002 using this technology, that you have to give the industry time to get drilling right. Well, I don't think any of us really want to be guinea pigs in this. We want to make sure that we're protected while the industry is getting this right. New technologies are being developed, not using the amounts of water. We've seen the droughts. That's an issue that we have to think about, with the water impacts. But I think that within your town, pro or against drilling, I commend you on looking at a moratorium to develop your comprehensive plan and to decide how you want your town to look and what direction you want to go. I will submit this information to you for public record. I would, if you don't want to copy it, let me know, and I will send links so that you can read it online. There's also a great paper that I'll submit regarding the ad valorem taxes and some of the issues that have not been addressed there as well. The concern with the SGICE being released if drilling commences without a moratorium, you don't know if the DEC has addressed these concerns or not. And to go forward, they really, to protect all of us, have got to address those things. Thank you so very much for your time.
Thank you.